Yo, what's up? Endwalker Sidequest Day. I know, I'm sorry, it's boring, but look, I need my lore, man. I need my lore. I don't know how much I'm gonna do. I actually meant to take medicine, and I was gonna say I'm just gonna go until I fall asleep, but I forgot to take the medicine, and I don't know where it is. So I'm actually gonna look for it right now. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm back, and I have found medicine, and definitely did not stab myself with a toothpick. And you can't prove otherwise. Yeah. Let me get the game up on screen while I take my shit. I'm gonna head to Yalaka, I think it was called. I genuinely forgot the name. Palika. I'm gonna head to Palika Stand and do those quests first. Alright, I'm ready to play. Oh, I apologize. I have the FPS counter up at the top. Is that right? Should it be at that? Okay. It should be fine. Let me, get rid of that real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna do these quests on Summoner. Just because Summoner is almost 90, like, it's 88, and I think it'd be nice to, get one job closer to 90, because I still have to do, for all the role quests anyway, I still have to do one of these three, and I'm doing Bard just because it's the furthest. Summoner will be good, and then one of the tanks. And I don't know which, because I like playing Warrior the most. I'm a bad tank in general, but I like playing Warrior the most, I think. But if I had to choose a second favorite, maybe it's Paladin. I've played a lot of Gunbreaker. Maybe I'll just do Gunbreaker, because I know how to play it. But that was because of Bozia, you know? Like, I don't necessarily know how to play it. But, yeah, we're gonna do Summoner, I guess. Carried is short on materials and time. Oh, you're the one who slew that terrible beast, aren't you? Big and brawny. Just the type of man I'm looking for. I have a job that I believe will suit you perfectly. There's a reward at the end of it, if that motivates you to keep listening. I make my living as a weaver, and I've had an idea to craft armor for the Radiant hosts that defend our walls. However, the scales I require are in short supply. Scales from long-lived Paisaka are nigh indestructible, but such animals lead quick and brutal lives. Finding an aged specimen is difficult. Slaying one even more so. How's the volume, by the way? I turned it up a little bit. Maybe I could turn it down a little bit. It's too loud. I'll put it like right there. Still, they are animals all the same, and cannot resist the allure of fresh meat. If you were to use the corpse of a Guhasaya, then the scent of its blood will surely draw out a prized specimen. It's a somewhat dangerous task, but I suspect you've seen much worse. Might you have a few moments to spare? Our healers are overwhelmed with the number of injured and sick, and even a single pair of hands will go a long way towards easing their burden. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Some of the duties require them to venture into the jungle, a dangerous prospect at the best of times. But a death sentence in their current conditions. Perhaps you could lend them your aid. If you would offer your capable arm to their aid, please do so. They will be all too glad to accept it, I'm sure. The stories paint you as ferocity incarnate, and by the sight of you, I don't reckon they're too far from the truth. You mind lending me an ounce of that ferocity to catch some prey? The healers from the village have tasked me with hunting down a beast possessing a right deadly venom. I'm at a loss now as to how to go about it. But with two strapping hunters, I'm sure we'll find a way. So, are you with me? I look forward to seeing what you can do. Well then, our mark is to the north. Just to keep up with me. I'm gonna do the cinematic one last. I'm gonna take all of these other ones, though. You're the traveler who arrested the child of Mavan and Karasov, right? Or yes? Do you have a moment to spare for the brave souls that watch over our village? With the Radiant host short-handed, the courageous among us have volunteered to climb these treacherous cliffs and keep a lookout for any approaching beasts. I would make their long days easier with a home-cooked meal, but I cannot reach the summit on my own. Every mount that might carry me there is otherwise indisposed, but I don't believe that it will prove a problem to one so resourceful as you. If you would be so kind, please deliver these meals to the lookouts at the summit. I'll pay you for your troubles, if that will help speed things along. That's right, we can fly now. Davner. You have a look in your eyes I am well familiar with. You wish to see the threads of fate which guide you, yes? What if I told you they could be illuminated through the fine art of reading chai tea? Yes, the last remnant of a cup of tea can show your fate. The leaves and spices in the cup spelling out. Sorry I'm not getting too into the reading, by the way. I know I like to do dramatic pauses and read it with a bit of gutso, but I do have like a very light headache. It's the kind of headache that's like, damn, it doesn't hurt, but I wish it wasn't there, you know? I'm just annoyed. So I'm kind of reading it normally, and I apologize. Yes, the last remnant of a cup of tea can show your fate. The leaves and spices in the cup spelling out a message for those who can read it. This art has been perfected over generations in Davner, and I am willing to share it with you. Are you willing to take my gift? Splendid! Before we begin, however, you must gather the pieces we will use with your own hands. It's the only way to attune to the tea to your destiny. I have marked on your map a location where you can harvest 3 different spices. You will choose 2 of these, and do not make this choice lightly. You may very well decide the course of your future. Oh shit, okay. I don't know, I've seen regular gold side quests, like, have actual story importance later, so I'm kind of worried. Something's actually gonna happen. Excuse me, but you're a traveler, yes? Would you be willing to take on a personal quest? I'm worried for the safety of a friend of mine and would ask you to check on them. Thank you. I know you have no shortage of demands on your time. My friend, you see, he's a bit of a private person, and I only wish to know how he is faring after the recent troubles. However, the journey to his abode is much too dangerous for me to attempt alone, and I wouldn't dare ask another villager to go in my stead. A traveler with a sharp blade, however, could surely get the task done with little effort. He resides in the jungle to the northwest, or at least he used to. I'll mark the location on your map. His name is Sushena, and if you say his name, he should respond. If my worst fears have come to pass and he is wounded, please use this medicine to treat his wounds. You will be rewarded for your efforts, but I suspect you would have helped me even if I had nothing to give in return. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely correct. Say, how are you at solving riddles? I've been staring at this parchment for bells, and all I've achieved is a terrible headache. If you could spare a moment, might you take a look? These words were written by a kindly old Arcasador who helped me flee from the beasts. Unfortunately, he was struck in our escape, and the healers were unable to save him, damn. With the compassion he showed me, I would like nothing more than to unravel the meaning of his message. Alas, I fear it's quite beyond me. As the waning sun casts light upon the stone trunk, at its end you shall find a treasure most profound. Wrest the key from crossed hands and open the way to riches. So waning sun, when the sun is going down, cast light upon the stone trunk. Nah, it's not that one. Right? That is an elephant of some kind. At its end you shall find a treasure most profound. Wrest the key from crossed hands and open the way to riches. I know most of these words, but in this order they seem to lose all meaning. That's a good quote. Now, I know most of these words, but in this order they seem to lose all meaning. I'm having particular trouble with the phrase stone trunk. What could it be referring to? Some statue with a prodigious nose. Ah, indeed. When you put it that way, the link becomes quite clear. And the sun would look quite striking near the font of Maya, where indeed such a statue towers over its surroundings. That must be it. It's worth a look at any rate. I think we'll go there now, in fact. Are you coming along? Surely you'd like to know if we've cracked this riddle. Good, good. It's always better to have a companion at your side. Well then, let's make haste to the font of Maya. First one there gets pick of the treasure. If you don't mind, I will happily get pick of the treasure. What? You're here to help? Of course I'm glad for any assistance afforded to me. I have just the task for one of such as you, in fact. In troubled times such as these, it is ever the medicine which first runs dry. I've sent an assistant to procure a resupply from the Great Work, but apparently she's run into a bit of trouble on her way back. It seems something is preventing her from completing the delivery, although she was scarce on the details. Unfortunately, circumstances being what they are, we haven't been able to spare a single person to send to her aid. Until now, that is. Travel to the wakeful Tirana, where my assistant awaits, and see if you can't solve this little conundrum she's encountered. Alright. That's right, we can fly. I keep forgetting. Came. Good, I thought there was a slim possibility you'd lose heart and slink off, but I'm glad to be proven wrong. I set up 3 traps around the perimeter. Pieces of fresh meat mixed with medicine that'll dull the senses of any bees greedy enough to eat them. If they worked like I think they should, all you have to do is scoop the bujamga up in this sack. What the fuck is that? Now, animals aren't known for sharing, so there's a chance one might try to take our prize. If one does, slay it and bring it to me. I'm sure I'll think of a way to use it. I heard a sound, like, in the background. I think I can leave the rest in your hands. I'm off to hunt a different prey. One with too many legs and an altogether unpleasant disposition. When we're both done with our tasks, let's meet back here. Best of luck. Oh, those guys, okay. Alright. Here we go. Alright. I need some gear for Summoner too. It is level 88. I mean, I haven't even seen the 88 dungeon, so but I definitely need some new gear for it. You've got a healthy look about you. I take it that means you avoided any run-ins with the venom, eh? Let me see what you caught. By the 12, you managed to kill one? It takes 3 of us days of planning to achieve such a feat. You did it with nary a bead of sweat on your brow. The stories were true indeed. I'll take this to the healer straight away. Find me again in the village and you'll have your well-deserved reward. Oh. Oh, those marble rows look so weird. Like, they're not really any different from any other Marlboro, but like, they're red. This looks weird to me. Hey! Sushena! You hear faint sounds of an animal in pain emanating from the direction of the bluffs. Investigate its source. Aww, what's up, buddy? The Yeti appears to be wounded. Perhaps the medicine provided to you will alleviate its suffering. Although you cannot understand the Yeti's words, you can sense the gratitude behind them. Return to the young Arcasador and inform him that his friend is well. There we go. I might sleep like a baby tonight. It's just a acetaminophen, but like it knocks you out, right? I think one of them had caffeine in it. It was like a cinnamon. So I had the pixie stick powder Tylenol, but I only had one left. So I took one of those, and then I took a pill that I had, an acetaminophen pill. But I think the pixie stick has caffeine in it. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sleep like a baby. There you are. Just so you know, I was joking about that first pick of the treasure thing. We shall be equal partners, yes? Now looking at the parchment, there are 2 locations we should investigate. The treasure this trunk is supposed to lead us toward, and the hand which holds the key. For expediency's sake, I say we split up. If this key is located where I think it is, it may be difficult to find without some method of traversing the air. You do appear to be quite strapping, however. Either way, you could choose which one you'd like to investigate. Well, we need the key to open it, right? I'm gonna get the key. Excellent choice. Well, then I'll leave the parchment with you. I've read it so many times, Well, then I'll leave the parchment with you. I've read it so many times, I've quite memorized it. If you should become lost in a maze of your own thoughts, simply consult it, and it should set you on the right path. Let's commence the hunt, shall we? The key rested from the hands, right? Should be right there. Did I need flying to get this? I doubt it. Hold on. I'm kind of curious, actually. Like, there's no way I need flying to get this, right? Okay, maybe I need flying to get it. Probably need flying to get the trunk. But yeah, I'm going for the key because, like, we can't open it if we don't get the, you know. It only makes sense. Perfect timing. I've just completed my task. I assume you've done the same? You truly have the spirit of a treasure hunter. I know we're both burning with curiosity, but let's wait to open this box until we return to Palaka's stand. Mysteries can so rarely be savored. I'm going to put these on top so I don't lose the locations. Alright, this must be the flowers, right? Nope. No, it's not. Wait, what? Is that a whole cast? Oh, what is this? Whoa, what are these buttons? Woo, that's cool. When did I get these? Does Titan not have one? Oh, I guess it does. Oh, these are the moves from PvP. I guess that's where they came from. That makes sense. Oh, it's a it's an OGCD I can do after I cast one of them. Well, that's pretty cool actually. So it's just more damage. I don't need to use my buttons. want to read up on that. So what was that? It's not these, is it? No, I don't think it's those. Or is it? No, I think these are the attacks I get with each. Okay, alright, that makes sense. Those are the attacks I get. They're just different names. Then they grant favor. Or this one grants favor? Wait, what? Well, what the fuck gives Garuda's favor? Oh, okay, so summon Garuda gives Garuda's favor. Okay. And then that lets me do Slipstream. Deals wind damage to target and all enemies nearby with a potency of 430. %5 less. Okay. Creates a windstorm centered around the target, dealing damage to any enemies who enter. Is it like Doton, where any enemies who enter and stay in it, or enemies who enter and that's it? I'm gonna assume it's like Summoner Doton. And then summon Ifrit. Grants Ifrit's favor. Rushes forward and delivers a fire attack to target and all enemies nearby it with, okay, same potency. Does fire damage, so that's the big hit. Okay, so you get 2 of those. And then you would do your buttons. These are instant cast. Wow, that's nice. This has a cast time. I don't see why I would ever swift cast this though. Unless I'm tripping. I guess maybe I could, but I'd rather swift cast on the fire one. Let me see, how much does the fire button do? Where is it? The way Summoner's shit is laid out is... It is like Doton? Okay, nice. That's pretty cool, magical Doton. It's fire damage with a potency of 210 to target. Okay, so this is 270. This is 290. Oh, fuck off. Burn! Okay, maybe I should use Swiftcast on Slipstream, because Slipstream has a longer cast time. It's not much longer, but it is longer. Where is it? There it is. Yes, it's not much longer. I guess I'll play it by ear. I'll experiment with both of them. The fortune teller wrote that the talisman needle leaf dispels negative thoughts, bringing a sense of calm to those who consume them. Yes, yes, absolutely yes. I don't even need to see the others. 100% I need that one. My life is a living hell right now. The fortune teller wrote that the Thavnarian bay leaf improves the workings of the stomach, preventing discomfort and embarrassing irregularities in the gut. I don't need that shit. Where's the other one? The fortune teller wrote that the root of the Syncobera raises body temperature to expel toxins and other harmful substances from the body. Yeah. Oops, I moved. I can't wait till I get the big button summons. I know some people glam those to make them smaller. I'm not. I want to be as big and obnoxious as possible. That shit looks cool as fuck, man. That smell set my stomach rumbling something fierce. Pray tell me you brought enough to share. Ooh, curry? I can go for some right now. It's all for me? Why, thank you. I was beginning to dread the rest of my watch. There's nothing like a spiced curry to keep hunger away. I've never seen a container quite like this before. Now the drop of curry was spilled in your flight. And it's still piping hot. Thank you, friend. Oh, you really are isolated. There has to be some gathering spots up here. Like, rare nodes. This quest was basically, can you fly? The sounds of my stomach would drown out the alarm. Say, you didn't bring anything to eat, did you? Your falcon is pretty. Ah, I knew I recognized that heavenly scent. Spices to fortify the spirits and tea to sharpen the senses. This will tide me over until my replacement arrives. If we finish all the side quests, and for some reason I'm not asleep, there's actually one side quest I kind of want to start. I don't necessarily want to finish that on stream, but I will start it on stream. And I can't believe I've forgotten to do it all this time. It's the Scholar side quest. Not Scholar, the job, but it's like a group of scholars in Ishgard. And I believe that gives you the glasses emote. But I think it's a side quest chain. Yeah, I did the first part of that quest. I think that's where you meet there's the guy from the Hildebrand side quests, the smart guy with the glasses. I think he's in those quests. And I think you have to do part of them to even unlock that. We're in Ishgard. It's a glasses tip emote, if I remember correctly. I think the emote is just called glasses. Or something like that. Okay, we're gonna pull you here. Okay, so I kind of want to use this when I know the boss is not going to move anymore. I think I like doing it better on fire because it's like, it's my basic like attack, you know. I think I like using Swiftcast on the fire more. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. Let me double check. Let me double check. FF14 glasses emote. Oh, it's called Spectacles.
Hello and welcome back to another video fit as well. We're looking at because like a do this pose which level 60 and have completed those prerequisites as well.
Is that
so
the
eventually
emote?
towards this help supplement, which is
Oh, okay. I think the emote is leaning. So it's an idle emote. So you're leaning and then you rest your hand on your glasses. I think that's what it is.
more interesting than unique to the quest. The life and lies of Father Saturnoir, you will eventually be rewarded with 3 things. The first of which is the / spectacles emote, which essentially does the typical...
Oh, no, yeah, they do. Okay, alright, so what they do is they lean to the side, they tip their glasses, and then they hold that pose. So yes, it is kind of like an anime glasses tip.
Anime push up of the glasses from the side and does a nice little smiley pose, which looks pretty cool if you've got glasses on. If not, it's
Oh, never mind.
It
They don't
does it
hold
without the
Never
glass.
mind. Yeah, to pause. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking on my ass. But yeah, so they lean to the side and then do a glasses tip. Somehow I've gone all this time without doing that side quest though. I mean, there were some side quests in Ishgard that I didn't even know existed. Are you here to help? Thank the gods. Apologies for the imposition, but I just can't carry these supplies any further. I'm afraid my constitution doesn't allow for such strenuous labor. You don't have a stout pair of legs under you. Could you deliver the medicine in my stead? I must rest. Yes, just a bit of a lie down. It's all in this crate here. Please hurry. The people of Palikistan are in dire need. But that I have more strength to give. You got it, man. I have 4 minutes to get to Palikistan, which is right there. Oh yeah? That'll be fire, actually. Yeah, Hayes doesn't wear glasses. I mean, he wears goggles, but for whatever reason, I can't put these goggles on my face, so... It'd be nice if I could, though. And all the goggles that can be put on your face can't be put up. So it's like, you know, what the hell? Thank you for picking up the slack, so to speak. I must remember that not all of my assistants are fit for such demanding labor. I will administer this medicine to those in need as soon as I can. It's Paula who entreated you to help me, yes? Pray inform her that all is well, and give her my gratitude. Wasn't Upala, like, right there? Finally, you've arrived. Now the key goes into the lock. Curious. This jewel appears quite ancient. And judging from the symbols etched into it, it once belonged to an Arcasador practitioner of magic. Not surprising, I suppose. And the place you found it was once used by their mages for various rituals and such. They moved deeper into the jungle during recent years, but my savior likely knew of the temple's history. This may have been his way of thanking me for rescuing him, although my efforts were for naught. Oh, interesting. I feel ill-deserving of such a prize. He'll use this to help the refugees to rebuild their shattered homes. As for you, I did promise you a share, yes? Not exactly half, but I hope it pleases. You're gonna rebuild? You're gonna rebuild their... Oh, actually, no, he said not half. Okay. So he said equal share and gave me garbage. That's cool, buddy. That's cool. I'll remember that. That's interesting, though. So deeper in the forest, there are, like... there's, like, a tribe of, like, arcane... Oh, God, what is this species called? Matanga. It's just this, like a tribe of arcane Matanga. It's actually really cool. Welcome back, traveler. So, how was he? That sounds horrible. Still, I suppose I can be grateful that you could treat his wounds. I owe Shoshana my life. When I was attacked by one of those terrible Pisaka, Shoshana's roar drove the monster off. That was the start of our friendship. One I have treasured ever since, but my family has forbidden me from venturing into the woods, so I haven't been able to check up on him. I know they're only worried for my safety, but still. You should tell him. You're right, of course. Surely if I explained Shoshana's bravery and selflessness, they'd understand. I've nothing to lose by trying anyways. Thank you. Not only did you save Shoshana, but you've reminded me what true friendship is worth. It's not much, but please, take this. I had a nickel, man. It's not much, but I want you to take this, and it's exactly the same as the last person gave me. They say that a lot in Endwalker, man. People are struggling in Endwalker. I can see you've delivered the meals. If you had eaten them, I would be able to smell your guilt. I am grateful, as I am sure the lookouts are as well. Long ago, we would post soldiers up upon those cliffs, that we might see invaders approaching by sea. I think something much worse would eventually cross the ocean. Long ago, we would post soldiers up on those cliffs. Regardless, we are blessed that nature has provided us a way to watch for danger. I hope to keep our lookouts fed for as long as I can. You have returned with the spices, I see. Now hold your future in your hands. You hold your future in your hands. Now give them to me, and I shall brew you a tea you are not soon to forget. And here you are. This tea will decide your destiny, but that doesn't mean it cannot be delicious as well. I hope I don't have to convince you to drink until the final drop. Damn, Hayes. See? Delicious, yes? Now pass the cup to me and I will read your fate. Ah, most curious. Fascinating. Oh, there's great wealth in store for you, but only if you make the right choices. Lay down your weapons and pick up a map and tools. The trade will be well worth it. Well, how does it feel? A glimpse of foresight is often an enlightening experience, and I hope that my humble skills can dispel doubt in the days ahead. Thank you for giving me the chance to hone my craft further. So she wants me to start crafting? I have. I can't wait till I get those to 90, man. I'm gonna be crafting up a storm. I'm gonna be sitting on the side of the road, peddling wares, making shit for people. It's good to see you return, friend. The healers were impressed with our work, but I made sure they knew it was you who single-handedly slew that Bujamga. The healers use their venom to make a salve that numbs the skin, useful for when they need to cut the rot out or administer some other ghastly treatment. Any road, good work today. May the hunt be God, what did that say? I thought it said preposterous. Prosperous. May the hunt be prosperous. May the hunt be preposterous. You've been out for quite a while. I trust the healer has kept you busy. Oh, she knows who I am? Well, all I did was pass information along, but if she sends her thanks, then who am I to deny them? The healers have barely had a wink of sleep as of late. I'm no fighter, nor do I have a mind for healing, but I'm happy to help where I can. Here, take this for your kind service. How goes the hunt? Do you have the scales? Why, these are even more splendid than I could have imagined. The Saka are dangerous prey to be sure, but the reward from conquering them is well worth it. In our legends, they are portrayed as devils that feast upon the flesh of man. The goddess Mindaruva brought one low by piercing its eye, as nowhere else would yield to our weapon. The legends have an ounce of truth to them, for over many years, the Pisaka scales become imbued with metallic substances. By weaving them into thread, one can make a material of uncommon strength. Oh. Surely our defenders would appreciate garments made of such material, yes? I cannot fight myself, but if such skills as I possess can help us through this struggle, then I must do what I can. And for your part in aiding me in this, take this. You deserve it. That's pretty cool. What's in a parent? Okay. So I'm going while I'm doing this one, I'm going to queue for stuff that gives me XP. And I hope that's okay. If that's not okay, just let me know. If that's not what you want me to do, if you want me to just focus on side quests, I can do that. In fact, you know what? Never mind. Forget it. I am just gonna focus on side quests. No, I think it'll be better. To just focus on them. Because I can just level up stuff, like, outside of the streams. Like, the streams are for Endwalker, you know what I mean? Not, like, leveling up. I don't want to, like, have just a bunch of downtime, you know? I don't know what to do. I'll play it off screen. I'll do it off screen. I'll do it off screen. Oh. Excuse me. Did you need something? Wait, you're him. The very man who saved Mavan's child. Hayes, was it? I knew it. I'm Muzan, an alchemist of the great work. I am but one of the few who are looking after the child as she makes her recovery. Mavan and Karasov were dear friends of mine. Thank you for everything you've done for their daughter. Her condition is on the mend. I'm sure you'll be glad. Her condition is on the mend, I'm sure you'll be glad to hear. We've been taking turns checking in on her. The last thing she needs is a gaggle of adults fussing over her day and night. That being said, when she's healed fully, there's a question of who will be in charge of her care. For the love I bore her parents, I will gladly take her in as my own, but that would mean raising her away from her home. Moreover, I am yet to be wed, and my duties consume so much of my time I can scarce focus on my own care, let alone that of a growing child. I doubt my ability to give her the love she deserves. Love equal to that her parents gave her. She deserves better than that, so I've considered finding someone more suitable. It's the least I can do, and truth be told, perhaps the best option. Even so, although I was born here, much of my life was spent at the great work. I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea who to ask, and if I had the time to do so. You, however, seem to be well loved among the people here. Could you ask around in my stead? It would be a much more effective use of my time to prepare medicine for the wounded and sick. I apologize for imposing such an enormous task upon you, but I would trust no one else with it. When you finish, come to my hut to the south of the settlement, and we can discuss any potential parental candidates. Are you sure? I don't want to, like, ruin the flow. You know? Alright, I'll queue for alliance raids. Since it'll be quick. It'll be a quick queue. Let's hope I remember how to do some of them. If you ask me, Passerine is the most motherly among us. She had a child of her own not too long ago, so I reckon there's no one better to be a wet nurse. That being said, times have been troubled for us all. It might be unseemly to ask her to take on such a burden unless she was willing. That Passerine? The one holding the baby already? Now, sleep, child. The child, huh? None dote over her quite like Yazan, but I understand alchemy isn't a merciful trade for a parent. Still, there's no one else that comes to mind when I consider the question. I'd volunteer to take her in myself, but with the chaos of recent events, it's difficult enough to see that me and mine are fed and clothed. I know I'm not the only one facing such hardships either. Who do I think is most suited to care for the child? Yazan is the obvious choice. Dependable, loyal, and dutiful. Every quality you would desire in a parent. I know he does become so absorbed in his research, but that devotion has made him a peerless alchemist. Who better is there to look after someone so sickly as her? Welcome to my humble workshop, Hayes. I'm almost too nervous to ask, but what did the others say? Huh? Someone nominated me? Well, that's neither here nor there. You said Passerine's name was mentioned. She was a good friend of Mavan, it's true, but there are other factors at play that make me reticent to ask her. Simply put, I'd rather not burden her father if it can be avoided. That being said, we don't exactly have the luxury of choice, all things considered. I suppose I would be remiss if I didn't at least speak with her. I know the child that much. You accompany Hayes? Accompany me, Hayes? A supportive presence by my side will help me find the right words. Passerine should be nearby, doubtless watching over her own child. I must deliver this medicine before speaking with her, so please go on ahead. Yazan, it's so good to see you. And who is this with you? Passerine, meet Hayes. He's the hero who saved Mavan and Karasov's daughter. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Thank you for your bravery. I've heard tell of the troubles she's been through since. I hope that you're able to see her return to health soon. Has been trying, to be sure, but we must look forward to the day she is hale. Everyone is doing their utmost to make it so. The question remains as to where she will go from there, however. I've considered taking her into my home, but I fear my qualifications as a parent are somewhat lacking. I know you have been a dear friend to Mivan, and as such, only thought it meet to ask if you are willing to care for her daughter. If you are, I would do everything in my power to see that she is given into your care. I'm flattered. Mivan was as family to me, and I view her child as my own. I would do anything to see her raised into a brave woman as her mother, into as brave a woman as her mother. However, I cannot care for her. I'm not worthy to care for her. Worthy? What is that? My apologies. I understand it was a sudden request, and no small one besides. Please forgive the imposition. Fuck! I'll be in the village for some time yet. Should you require treatment for you and yours, please seek me out. I will. Thank you, Yazan. I would speak with you further, Hayes. Let's return to my dwelling. I wonder what she meant by, I'm not worthy. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the Beast Tribe. Quest line? Because it's a blue quest with no Aetheryte. Or not Aetheryte, Aether Current. So I'm actually really curious. We're probably like, you know, I accidentally hurt my son once. He slipped on a rock and had to be bandaged. I'm a terrible mother. Oh yeah, I'm so happy. I love anything Evilise. It could be literally anything. I'll be happy to do it. Is the game too loud? Let me know when the combat starts, if I need to turn it down a little bit. God, my party has drunk people. Oh. I'm scared. Did that a little too early. Is the volume good? Is good? Okay. Alright, good. I'll just go to this corner. I'm just gonna say it, the GPU is handling this like a dream. I don't know how many frames I'm at right now because I don't have it pulled up, but it feels pretty good. Move it away. What are y'all doing? Move it away. Move it away. Well, they're gonna pop. Oh, man. Alright. I'm just gonna stand in this one. Nice. I'm just gonna wait for the buff to be off cooldown before I Bahamut. Might as well. Get me back in my rhythm. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, just making sure. I haven't seen the regular icons in so long on Summoner. Like, am I actually doing my shit? Could have added that. God, I love Evil East music so much. I'm sorry, I'm just taking in the music. I apologize if I'm not talking too much. But I love Evil East Final Fantasy music. Composer's a fucking genius. Like one of my all-time favorite Final Fantasy songs is Heavy Western Sand specifically, but Dalmasca Western Sand is such a good fucking song. I think it's Western Sand. See, I won't know without like actually looking it up right now, but it's whichever one you hear in the first area of 12. Ah, shit, I buffed at the wrong time. Oops. I thought I had Carbuncle. I was trying to like mash Radiant Aegis. There we go. I can pass these real quick. Gotta drop these. Nice. Probably didn't have to use my Garuda gem there, but, you know, here we are. You're seeing lag on the stream? Let me turn the quality up on my preview. It looks good on my end. But I could be fucking something up. It looks good on my end. Oh shit, no interrupt? Alright, well. How bad is the lag? Is it like is it just like the game stuttering, or is it like straight up like freezing and whatnot? It's good now? Okay, alright. Well, sorry about that then. It might have been on my end. Oh, was it? I remember, when I first did this raid, and I got into the Garamsith waterway, I actually like freaked out, and I wish like there was somebody around me to witness how much I freaked out. Garamsith waterway is my favorite sewer level in video games ever. It's a dungeon in 12. You actually start there. It's the tutorial area at first, and then you go back later and it's a full-on dungeon, and it's so fucking cool to me. It kind of sucks that at 14, like, Dalmasca is, like, destroyed and shit, you know? Like, I desperately want an expansion where we go back and, like, fix it, or something, because, like, I love Evil East too much to just let it be, like, oh yeah, you know, some destroyed ruins. Yeah, the Garlands came here, they fucked it over, and you get no lore, you know? Like, I would love, the same way we liberated Aldemigo, I would love to go and, like, help fix up Dalmasca or something. It'd be nice. I mean, as of the Bosnia storyline, like, Dalmasca is being, like, rebuilt. But, you know, I want to do it. Let me get away from this Black Mage's ley lines, actually. I don't want to get targeted by anything. Like that, exactly. I'm just gonna go in this one. Y'all got it. Maybe I should have gone in that one. Oh no. Alright, this is gonna hurt. Will these buffs last? They're going up a little early. I think he drops when he gets back up here. Yeah, no. That's up there. no, not Lone Paul. Damn, no! Somebody got me caught! Look at these ones out here. Nice. Do I need a buff here? If I buff, I want to have it for the final boss, so I think I'm gonna save it. I'll be fine. Okay. I should have the card already, yeah. God, this music. It never gets old, man. It never gets old.
It is to be a fight, then.
What? Isn't somebody in a cutscene?
Only too happy to oblige.
I am the lies upon which you sup. I am Revelation! I love this boss so much. You got it, big guy. You know what's interesting? This is like one of the only attacks in the game that uses that animation and doesn't come with Pyretic. Oh, I didn't even look. Okay. Oh no, it was truth. I literally looked away. They're gonna get us killed. I'm gonna get us killed if I don't pay attention to the screen. I am the lies upon which you sup.
Does it grieve you to see the depths of your own weakness laid bare? Maggots!
That's such a cool line. Maggots! I'm sorry, I get this like big ass grin on my face whenever I do anything Evil East related, bruh.
You do not belong in
My word. Might have done the add a little too late. You ain't shit. Rotation's off. Alright, truth. Gonna make it really hard to cast with a Ruby out. Probably could have used a Topaz to anticipate that. Alright, Wise. Don't move. I keep forgetting about Further Ruin. I gotta remember that. The Brain Misdirect. This isn't so bad. Got very used to this because of Bazia. Oh no. Nice! And I got some crack clusters. Not bad, not bad. See, like, all the crack clusters that I haven't been able to use, all these expansions, it's gonna be nice to be able to use them now that I'm in Endwalker. Who do I commend? Issue Warrior. You remain taking the dungeon. Give me the song! Fuck you! I just want the Evilise music, bro. I just want the Evilise music. That's all I want. I'll stay here. I don't care if I rolled an 8. I'll stay here. Now, Joy, what about the I am the lies upon which you sup? Watch me get it on the 8. I'm gonna get nice and comfortable. I don't give a fuck. How you guys doing? Gonna do a nice stretch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. I'm going to, give me a shitload of XP. I'm gonna queue up for... I need Poetics as well. I'll queue up for, Capstone Dungeons. It'll be a long queue. I should be able to get some of the cutscene done. I wasn't too forceful, was I? So recap, because, you know, we did a lot. We're trying to find a home, a parent, for the baby that was thrown in the lake during the MSQ. Her parents are dead, and we're trying to find the baby a home. And unfortunately, Yazan, as much as he loves the baby and was close to her parents, he can't take care of her, or he feels like he can't. So we tried someone else. I forgot her name. It was like Pashasha or something like that. We tried her, but she has her own child, and she also doesn't feel like she can take care of it. So Yazan is back to square one. So I wasn't too forceful, was I? I simply asked her if she was willing. I didn't mean to make her feel obligated to agree. I found her words somewhat mystifying. Not worthy? But what could that mean? I'm usually not one to pry, but this worries me. I consider Passerine a friend, and I am loath to leave her to her troubles. And there's still the matter of the child. I shall have to think on what to do from here. I may need your help again soon, Hayes. I hope you are willing. Absolutely. Well then, if you're willing, I have a task that requires immediate attention. It's simple but essential, namely the gathering of herbs. The child is in a vulnerable state, and I would fortify her against further sickness. There are also more wounded in this village than I had anticipated, and my stores have begun running low. It would be best to replenish them while time affords us an opportunity. Can I count on you to help me? Splendid. I require several of the reddish soma herbs, which grow among the shrubbery to the northeast. With both of us working in tandem, I wager we should have enough gathered before the next bell. I am Revelation! Maggots! I want my alarm clock to be... to be those quotes. The hell? Oh, I was like, what is that? These appear to be the herbs you seek, but only their stems remain. Another enterprising alchemist must have already been here. Izano, you gonna help, man? Okay, he's helping. He's helping. Is it still laggy at all? Or is it good? It looks good. I thought I saw a stutter. I got new moves, bro. It's good? Alright, bet. Oh shit, the whole gang's here. That's so cool. I love the Titan one the best, actually. Just getting some kind of OGCD that I can do during casts is really nice. I saw the creatures emerge from the brush, but you felled them before I had a chance to be frightened. I'm glad you survived unscathed. That'd have been me. Ugh. Any road, did you manage to find the Soma? It's a good game. Excellent work. Excellent work. My search came up fruitless. It appears we're not the only one seeking this particular... It appears we're not the only one seeking this particular herb. It shouldn't come as a surprise, I suppose. This area is well known for the medicinal plants which grow here. If my supplies run low once more, perhaps I should ask the villagers if they have any to spare. But for now, I believe we found all we can. Let's return to Palakistan. Bars. As I suspected, we weren't the only ones searching the jungle. I returned to my quarters to find a bag positively stuffed to the brim with herbs, including Soma, in fact. I asked a nearby colleague who delivered this bounty, and they told me it was one of the Arcustadora stewards. I believe I know who it is. Her name is Sula, a shy one, but obviously kind of heart. I spied her eavesdropping during our conversation with Passerine, poorly I might add. I apologize for asking more of you at the end of a trying day, but would you speak with her for me? Offer her thanks for the herbs, and perhaps find out if she knows anything of Passerine's troubles. For my part, I'll begin synthesizing the medicine at once. Scylla should be somewhere nearby. I pray you have a productive conversation. Perfect timing. Alright, so this should get us to 89 and maybe like some change. I'll eat some food though. What the fuck? Oh, is it the okay, it's this dungeon. I like this dungeon. That's all I got. E A U O E A U E U A. I love this song so much. I was hoping that would get all of them. It didn't. I'll just hit this guy there. They're like unfortunately spread out. Man, I had a party in this dungeon once. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. So you could, they were 100% level skips. Because like, I don't want to throw shade, so I don't want to like go too hard on ragging them because they were new, right? You know, they were new. They didn't know how to play yet. But because it's a level skip, I feel like there's a little bit more leeway to kind of be like, come on, right? It was a warrior, and I don't remember who the healer was. Or it might have been, I think it was a warrior and a DPS, actually, because I think our healer left. The warrior was only using the 2-button AoE combo to hold aggro, literally to do anything. Pull, hold aggro, whatever. And then, I forget what the DPS was. I think it was a ninja. Or something. It was something that I could recognize was not using their buttons. And I was like, oh man. I was in that dungeon for like 40 minutes. That shit was painful. Oh, my further ruin just ran out too. But yeah, I wish I could remember the DPS, but I 100% remember the tank was a warrior. This song is so good. Oh my god, it's Avni! We gotta get our buff so we can go into Baldessian's arsenal. Fuck! Alright, well, this is gonna waste my swift cast. This is so cool. Wow. Just think about what this place used to mean to the ancients, man. I actually don't remember any of these bosses. Now I'm thinking about it. Oh, I see. Oh, fuck! Ah! I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. You have to move when it's, okay. AoE. Okay, so that's AoE. So I can add for that instead. Oh god, don't do it to me. Is it here? Oh shit. This song is good. This song is good. This song is good. Plain weirdness. All the way the fuck out of the way of that one. Okay, so it looks like it's just like Belial with the clocks. Or it's just, I think it does a 180 before it lands. Oops, wrong button. That hit me? I'm actually mad. My big toe. I look like a buster right now. Is his name Zeta Slow? Alright, you know what? Props. Props, I'm happy again. So Zeta Slow. The World Ends With You, one of the greatest DS games of all time. And the only game in its series. Look, the sequel is probably not a bad game. I just couldn't get into it. It didn't have the same high stakes to me as the original game. And so like I kind of felt like I was just playing a glorified visual novel. When in the first game I was like, oh my god, I'm going to die if I do anything wrong. So I just kind of dropped it. I give it a fair shot though. I genuinely tried. I just could not get into the sequel. It made me wait 14 years for some mid, bruh. Okay, I can kinda guess what this guy's gonna do. Swing is circle, right? Yep. Swipe is cone, swing is circle. What the fuck is this? Oh, I see. Okay. There's one than the other. Swing a circle. Okay. Rindo. This is the cone. Rindo is actually okay. I thought his character was kind of cool. Every other character, I was just like, oh my god. Why are they here? Rindo, to be fair though, you know what? No, Rindo didn't even do shit. Rindo didn't do anything. Dude got hit by a car. And then it was like, no, let's eat pizza, I guess, until somebody solved this mystery for us. This, yep. I do like the character designs though. If there's any positive that I have from Neo 2, it is that. The character designs were like really cool, and on average better in my opinion than the original game. The original game has more iconic designs, but I think the designs in Neo were way better. I should use Topaz. Thanks, man. I put a nice coat of invisible cream. No, I just have a light headache, and I didn't feel like having the studio light on in my face. How you doing, bro? Somehow I combined bro and the. So feel free to answer whichever one of those words works for you. Catch you up, Atif. I'm playing Summoner right now in the middle of doing side quests. Because there's a side quest chain that requires me... Well, I only have to do one of them. But being who I am, I gotta do all of them. And in order to do all of them, I have to get one class in every archetype up to level 90. So currently I'm working on Magical. Or Magical DPS. And because it's almost at 90 right now. It's at 88. It's about to be 89. So I am playing Summoner. It's at this point it's not my favorite magical DPS anymore. I like Red Mage way more. But I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty if nothing else. I think I remember this boss. gotta stand on these, right? We gotta stand on these, right, team? Team? It's fine, I think it just summons ads. Yeah. There's one more. Depth grip. That's a good name. Oh no. I have to slow res. I don't have a. Physic! Physic! I'll keep you in the fight! You gotta switch which one we're on. Okay, they got him. Fight feels like it's taking a long time. Alright, I'll add him. Man, I'll do it! Oh, they're gonna leave me with the garbage, huh? Alright, so I should be level 89 now. I don't think I got anything new, right? Not at 89. No. I get Enkindle 2 when I get to summon the big guns. We're already done leveling today. I'm not gonna do main scenario, not on stream. I'll do normal raids. See, if it's only gonna be a 5-minute queue, I don't know if I should start this cutscene or not. I'll start the cutscene first. Oh, I thought it was gonna be one. Oh, you are... I mean, who are you? Do you require something from me? The herbs? I came upon them while hunting. Nothing more. I have heard that the medicine made from them is effective in treating the ailments of young children. It seemed only meet that I should do my part, as it were. I'm not gonna expose her. She thinks she's Sam Fisher, so... Oh, that. Well, very well. I believe I could shed some light on the root of Passerine's distress. That is what you wish to hear, yes? Yazan asked you to speak with me, just as he asked you to gather his herbs. Well then, perhaps it is best for us to all speak together. Go to him, and allow me some time to gather my thoughts. I shall approach you when I am ready. You're just in time. I've only just finished synthesizing the medicine. So, did Sula tell you anything of interest? Oh well, I suppose I could hear it straight from her. I appreciate that you felt it fit to include me. Firstly, I owe you an apology. I was sneaking about out of concern for Passerine. I know what it is that weighs on her mind, you see. That is what you want to know, yes? The story is troubling to hear, and even more troubling to relate. Before I tell it, you must promise me that you will be her strength in the days to come. Of course, anything to help a friend. Dazal, her beloved husband, was killed. Jeez, in the attack? When the veil of chaos descended upon the world, he fled into the jungle and transformed into one of those terrible beasts. Jesus. He returned here a monster, where my sister Chappa met his wrath. Neither of them survived the ensuing struggle. I was there as well. Despite his monstrous form, I knew it was Dazal. I froze in terror while Chappa stood undaunted, fought alone for my cowardice. It was my fault she died. I knew this, and yet I laid the blame on Passerine's shoulders. I lashed out at her, cursing her for her husband's cowardice. Sula, you asshole! When we both should have comforted the other in mourning, I turned my back on her. I left her to bear the burden of not one but two deaths. It is only natural that she would be hesitant to look after another given that. I was a fool to condemn Passerine, when it was my duty to protect the people here. I have wanted nothing more than to apologize since that day, but I fear my words were too cruel to forgive. I cannot stand to meet her gaze. It was a difficult time for everyone. We often lose ourselves in moments of crisis, but so long as we find our way back, we are worthy of forgiveness. Chappa would agree, I'm sure. She wouldn't blame you for what happened, nor would she want you to blame yourself. Passerine doubtless feels the same. You are right. I must apologize to her. That is the only course. Hayes, was it? I will speak with Passerine, but I require some time to muster my courage. Soon, I promise. Yeah, take your time. That's not easy. You he straight up just said, even though you were not there, you killed my husband. You and you alone. Thank you for lending an ear to my troubles, Hayes. If you are willing, there is a place I will travel to, and I wish for you to accompany me. Administering to my duties may help calm my nerves. To that end, I mean to inspect the temples for signs of disrepair. After we have finished, I hope to find the courage to once again look Passerine in the eyes. With all the monsters about, most of my attention of late has been focused on finding and protecting those who have fled. With the arrival of the Radiant Host, however, there is finally time to attend to this long-neglected duty. I too must ask that you go with Sula. Knowing that their holy places are being cared for may set these people's hearts at ease. Even an ounce of comfort is precious in these trying times. Much appreciated. And would that I could join you. But I'm afraid an alchemist's tools are of little use against fangs and claws. That doesn't mean I'll stand idly by, however. I'll remain here and continue making medicine for the children. My hands may be clumsy with sword and shield, but there are a few more adroit... Adra? Fuck.
Adroit.
Adroit. Clever or skillful in using the hands or mind. Huh. My hands may be clumsy with sword and shield, but there are a few more adroit with mortar and pestle. We are blessed indeed to have a pair such as you looking after us. Well then, let us begin the patrol. Our first destination shall be Perusa to the southeast. It is a bit of a trek, so make the proper arrangements before departing. Oh wow, instant pop. Okay. It's like a jump scare, man, when you're on DPS. Never expect an instant pop. What the fuck? 012? Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm winning. I get to do a fun fight that I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I died on this fight a bunch of times when I first did it. I did it blind. I think I had Droid with me. Solar Ray, this sounds like AoE. Nope. Okay, it's a tank buster, but it's magical, so that's fine. Dodge the circles. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know how anything in this fight works. I haven't done this fight in like a year. I did it once, and that was it. I never got it in normal raids. Ah! What the fuck? Oh god. Oh, okay. Oh, someone's got me. Appreciate it, team. Thank you, thank you. I'm not moving. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait till my party bug comes back up to use Bahamut, I think. I'm putting on Radiant Aegis, bro. I'm scared. I don't know what's about to happen. Is this transforming? Okay. Oh, okay, that's... Get out of the circle. Gotcha. Program Alpha. Get out. This fight is so cool, but I don't remember any of it. I feel like generally it's just stay next to the boss unless commanded otherwise. Okay, so now it's both of them. Is there one we kill first? Okay. Ah, female does knockback. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. This is so cool. Okay, now we can hit her. Oh, is this enrage? Looks like an enrage. Okay. It's a DPS check, not an enrage. And then we get close to the girl. She's gonna knock us back. Oh, but we gotta get knocked back away from the guy. Okay. What the fuck is this? What? Oh, does it determine which gender we hit? Okay, because I'm pretty sure I can only hit that one, maybe. Is it gonna swap? What in the fuck is it? Man, Aegis. If I don't know, Radiant Aegis. What's happening here? Okay, so let's get away from both tanks. Tank buster? Is it gonna knock us back into it? No? Okay. I don't have anything. Ah, no, 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 fuck, fuck, fuck! I guess I just stay on the guy? I feel like I should, like, swap this or something. Keep us awake. Maybe I should have been on the girl this whole time. I think I'm supposed to be on the guy, though. Wait, am I? Hold on. Okay, yeah, okay. Just making sure, just making sure. Reaper LB. Wait, is this it? Here? Oh, that was the end of it? Oh, man, I should have OB'd. That fight is sick as fuck. I was kind of getting it towards the end there. This is cool scenery, man. Oh shit, did the minion drop? Oh, damn. 41. I shouldn't have rolled on it. Oh, I got it! Oh no, I feel terrible. I shouldn't have rolled on it. That was dick. That entire run. Holy shit. Let's put it on, I guess. Or not put it on, but use it. I feel really bad. Do I though? Not one bit. Alright, I won't do any more queues, but I'm gonna finish off this quest line and then probably hit the bed. Oh my god, man, where are they coming from? Out the goddamn trees. It has been some time since I have set foot in these hallowed grounds. In times bygone, there were even more such places in this region, but many were moved to Vanaspati. From one of the divinities worshipped here were these words passed down, that we might send off our departed with its wisdom. Just as life leads to death, so too does death lead to life. That's kind of interesting, actually, considering the circumstance with the story right now. Death is not leading back to life for a lot of people. I wonder if they said that these words were passed down by the gods. I wonder if that had something to do with Zodiark and Hydaelyn, you know? Because I'm still convinced that there's something about Zodiark and Hydaelyn that is creating the cycle of death and rebirth. I feel like something is happening there, because people only started permanently dying when Zodiark was killed, so. Do not shed tears for the departed, for they have but set foot upon a new journey. Be not forlorn that your paths have diverged, but look forward with joy to the day that they might cross again. For as long as I can remember, I followed in my sister's footsteps. In her absence, I have felt lost. Wherever I think to forge a path of my own making, my legs become heavy and my heart becomes anxious. She would want her to move forward with courage. Thank you, Hayes. Yazan has a generous soul, and to have your wisdom to buoy me is more than I deserve. Would that I could open my heart to Passerine in such a way. This part of the temple appears to be well kept. Let us check the other side, shall we? Absolutely. This area is in ghastly shape. Scratches here and cracks there. Will you help me investigate further? We will cover more ground by searching separately. I shall search around this area. I trust you to do your due diligence. Alright. I'll do more than my due diligence. I'll do yours too. Stones here are crumbling and fragments of them litter the ground. It would be best to replace them. Ah, there we go. Stones here are cracked and require repair. Can't find it. I actually just wanted to see what this looked like. It's like a... Oh god, it's not Ouroboros, but I think it might be. Isn't there a name specifically for the snake with two heads? It's not Ouroboros. That's when the snake eats itself. The stones of the foundation. Oh, wait, it just came to me. Aselpius, however it's pronounced. The rod of Aselpius is actually used in, or the symbol of Aselpius. I think it is the rod of Aselpius, is used in, like, medical imagery and stuff. Like, you know what I'm talking about. It's the thing that's, that you see on, like, hospitals. Asclepius. Is that what it's called? Let me get a pronunciation.
Asclepius.
Asclepius. There we go. It's Asclepius. But yeah, it's a symbol that is associated with healing and whatnot. You see it on like hospitals and shit, or like on the back of ambulances. The stones of the foundation appear to be unstable. However, filling in the areas where the grout has fallen away should remedy that. Now, I don't know if necessarily that's what this is, but that's what I was thinking of. I'm sure there's probably some Hindu imagery that's probably a lot closer to what that actually is. Have you finished? Was it as bad as it looks? I see. This may have been the site of a battle or some other horrible conflict. I must do what I can to see it repaired. Though this temple may be remote, the devout do come here on occasion to offer their prayers. Thank you for helping me today. This helped me forget the crises that plagued us, and reminds me of simpler times. When we would look after the roads and protect the pilgrims on their journeys. Was that a comma? When we would look after roads and protect the pilgrims on their journeys, I ever looked forward to setting out on patrol with my sister by my side. But I must find a way to manage without her, to set foot upon my own path. My first step must be to apologize to Passerine, even if she may refuse it. No more distractions. That being said, if you were by my side, it may be all the easier for me to find the right words. I got you, man. I got you, 100%. Oh, hello, Hayes and Sula. I take it your patrol was fruitful. I've just administered a soothing salve to Passerine's child. She's sleeping soundly now, so us speaking should not wake her. Passerine, I'm sorry. I should not have said all those horrible things before. I was not in my right mind. It was my fault my sister was killed. I stood frozen in fear when Dizal attacked, yet when it was all over I placed the blame on you. I was a fool. No, Sula, you were right. Is something going on in the air? What the fuck is that? What is that? I want that mount. No, Sula, you were right. It was I who couldn't ease his troubles. It was my fault he succumbed to the despair that gnawed at his heart. These were difficult days. I don't like the... So, and maybe it's because I've, you know, maybe it's just a me thing, but I really don't like the, oh, come on, you know, we all go through bad things response when somebody's going through something awful. I feel like it trivializes it, and you don't want to trivialize somebody's grief, you know what I mean? I think it's better to empathize, you know, like, fillet them a little bit. Now, obviously, you know, don't keep them grief-stricken for the rest of their lives, but, like, you know, if somebody's like, man, you know, like, my husband got turned into a monster and, you know, killed my friend's sister, maybe it's best to not be like, yeah, you know, we've all gone through something today, you know, it's whatever. That's pretty bad, but wait till you hear what I went through 2 hours ago, you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't care about what you went through 2 hours ago. Her husband got turned into a monster and killed her best friend's sister. You know? There is reason in your answer, of course, but forgiveness of the self is no simple matter. I am overjoyed to speak with you again, Sula. However, I'm afraid I need more time to come to terms with everything that has occurred. Fair. Take your time. Would that I knew how much Passerine was suffering. I could have been there to comfort her. Perhaps there is something I can do now. Something to set her upon the right path. It is plain that Passerine is not ready to forgive herself, but I'm at a loss as to what we should do. Do we leave her be? Or is there some way we can help? I, for one, will not stand idly by while she suffers alone. Perhaps if she had something to remind her of her beloved, she would more easily accept his loss. Passerine never did have the chance to say her farewells. Hayes, I'm afraid I must ask for your aid once more. Will I have it? Absolutely. It appears I shall be in your debt again, but it is well worth it. During the chaos, most of us fled northwest to the bridge. Let us retrace those steps, and we may find something that belonged to Dizal. Pick up anything that catches your eye, and we could share what we have found once we reach the bridge. Thank you for all you've done for Sula thus far, Hayes. Her spirits are already much improved after your efforts. Let's hope that we can effect the same change in Passerine. Dizal did enjoy his jewelry and baubles, so it isn't inconceivable that he may have dropped something as he fled. If you should spy anything glittering in the brush, it shouldn't hurt to pick it up. Alright, let's go look. And I think that mount, I think that's a PvP mount. I think it's the one you get for... Is it Crystalline Conflict wins? Or Crystalline Conflict in the Feast? It's whichever one gives the gorilla. I think it's this one. So it's Rival Wings. Right, isn't one of them a golden gorilla? How goes the search? I found this necklace among the underbrush. One of Dazal's favorites, but it seems to be missing the jewel that made it shine so brilliantly. What's that in your hand? Why, this is it! The very jewel I spoke of. We make an excellent team, huh? However, we cannot give this to Passerine as it is. We must repair it first. Doubtless Yazan will be able to lend his expertise in that respect. Let us return to the village and speak with him. Okay, so if this is these tribes, this has to be the crafting one. Right? If they're talking about repair, alchemy, etc., etc., this has to be the crafting one. Gathering? Oh, it could be gathering. They talked about herbs, too. I feel like it's gonna be the alchemist one, though, because they were talking about synthesizing stuff. Or the crafting one. Scylla has told me all about your findings. Quite excitably, in fact. She's gone to find materials so she could polish the necklace to a mirror sheen. As for the jewel, I believe I could take it off your hands for the time being. It's materia? This repair should prove simple enough. Adhesive is one of the most elementary recipes. Once the necklace is in presentable shape, I'll bring Sula to visit Passerine. Will you go ahead and tell her to wait for us? If we take longer than expected, I trust you can keep her in rapture with one of your grand tales. You have something for me. I don't recall asking anything of you. Passerine, I would like you to have this. Please. This is Dazal's necklace. Oh, he was so proud the day he bought this. How in the world did you find it? I had naught but memories to remind me of him, but this... The sight of this makes me feel that he isn't so far away after all. There is nothing I can do to change the past, but I can work to help give us both a brighter future. This was the least I could do, and I could not have done it without the help of these two. Thank you for this gift, truly, and for your wise words. I see now that you're right. We mustn't let the tragedies of yesterday keep us rooted in place. I don't necessarily disagree with the top sentence, but I feel like my life is actually trended towards the bottom sentence. um... Well said, well said. Might I add that wounds heal more quickly when a salve is applied to them. When we ignore the pain they cause, they rot. We must take action to see them healed, and rest when we are tired. Only when our energy returns can we move forward. Carefully. One step at a time. Yes. One step at a time. Yazan, if it isn't too much trouble, could I help to care for the child? The scars of recent tragedy are yet too fresh for me to take care of her entirely by myself, but even so, that doesn't mean I cannot assist in some small way. I have my own child to look over, of course, but still. If you were to take the child under your wing, I would be happy to assist you whenever you needed me. For the time being, I could be her wet nurse. Any medicine she requires will be your responsibility, I suppose. Together we could see that she emerges from her affliction as hale as any newborn babe. That's a splendid idea, I must admit. I could hardly think of a better arrangement myself. I shall hunt and bring food for the child that she might grow to be strong like her father and mother. That is what Choppa would do, and one step at a time, I shall make her proud. The emptiness I feel at Dazal's loss will take some time to fill, but I believe in time I will heal. You would want me to heal. Allow me to thank you once again for all you've done. We owe you more than we can repay. Now I would like to see the child for myself. I'm not one for the subtleties of conversation, but I'd say that went well as could be expected. That went as well as could be expected, wouldn't you? Now, come back to my workshop. There's something I'd like to give you. Maybe it's not Beast Tribe, maybe it's like, custom deliveries? It could be. Truth be told, I had already resolved to raise a child myself, but the prospect of having a helping hand is comforting indeed. I suppose the true work starts from here, huh? Glad to finally have good news to share with Karasov and Mivan. I've been so occupied with treating the sick and injured that I have little time to think of the departed. My friends really are gone, but I can still honor their memory. If anything has become clear from recent events, it is that the people of the settlement would speak with one another about their troubles. Solitary thoughts so quickly turn dark. I'm more than capable of treating the wounds we can see, but it takes a community to heal those that are hidden. I admit the latter prospect may take some time for me to become accustomed to. Whether there are more than one of me, huh? Luckily, I know more than a few concoctions that will give me the vigor of several men. I only need to have the energy to brew them. Regardless, I apologize for dragging you along all this time, even though I doubt we would have arrived at such an amicable solution without you, so I retract my apology. Although our parents are no longer with us, I must do my utmost to raise their child in a way that would meet with their approval. I owe my friends that much. That much. Garbage! Budding adventure. Ah, Hayes! Just the man I was hoping to see. Now that I've had the opportunity to speak with more of the people here, I realize their plight is even more dire than I had imagined. The recent crisis has caused the flow of supplies to grind to a— Ah, yeah, okay, so this sounds like custom deliveries. Flow of supplies to grind to a halt, and the people can scarcely meet their daily needs. This would be the case even without the influx of refugees. One way we might alleviate this is to requisition a shipment from Yedlamad, but the process takes precious time. I fear that many would starve before we see a single sack of grain. All of this is exacerbated by the lack of able-bodied fighters. The wounded are many, and there are few who have the strength and skill to guard us from the beasts lurking in the forest. The Radiant host would give their lives to protect us, and have, but every day more of them are injured. Bravery alone is only worth so much in the face of overwhelming numbers. And while I am much appreciative of your help so far, I'm not so naive as to think that you will remain here indefinitely. Had we another of your skill to aid us, we might at least stand a chance to weather the worst of the storm. However, my time at the Great Work was spent largely in solitude, and the people of this village know of little beyond its walls. But you've been to the furthest reaches and back, yes? Do you know of anyone else who might lend their stout arm to these humble folk? I knew I could count on your wide web of storied personages. Ogul and Kankana, who? You say, I believe we might be able to kill two birds with one stone with that pair. Unfortunately, my hands are full meeting the medicinal needs of the village. Seeing as you're already acquainted with these fellows. Ogul and Kankana. Oh! Are they the elephant, or Matanga and the Aura from the first village? Yedlamad? They did mention it. I remember them. Seeing as you're already acquainted with these fellows, could you appeal to them on our behalf? Apologies for once again putting so much on your shoulders, but it is for the good of one and all. And I count on your assistance. Thank you, friend. Well then, off to Yedlamad to meet this Kankana, eh? Safe travels, and I will pray you return with good news. Okay, I will have to dip after this side quest, whatever happens at the end. So let me see. I'm trying to. I just want to see how many quests are in this chain. Now normally, there we go. Okay, there's a bunch. Alright. Well, whatever happens after this quest, I'm gonna have to stop here, so. Squad. Wait, who the fuck are you? Oh, no, you are that Aura. Okay. Hail, Hayes. My day brightens to see you again. Well, if it isn't Hayes, I had wondered when you might walk through my door again. You'll be pleased to hear young Rakashir has taken to adventuring like a thief to a coin purse. He is more than capable enough to assist me on my less arduous task. Indeed, his future is bright. However, as much as it heartens me to see you, I sense your visit isn't entirely motivated by a curiosity in our affairs, yes? I see. I did not know that Palakistan was beset by such troubles, but I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, all things considered. Naturally, I should do all in my power to help. A few words to the right people, and the merchants will have a shipment of supplies ready in a matter of bells. Inform this Yazan that aid is on the way, for much less coin than the merchants would usually charge. This chaos has gripped all of Radzenhan, and it is only together that we shall find the strength to release ourselves from it. And if you require an adventurer, then look no further. The supplies require brave souls to defend them, correct? Then I offer mine. I await you at the gates. Wait for me. I'm coming too. Excuse me, Kankana. Kankana made good on her word. Not that I doubted she would. Merchants were likely all too eager to make such a sizable trade. They even provided us with bags and coats for the journey. And it appears Rakashiro will be joining us. Try as I might to convince him otherwise, his mind is made up. But hopefully this will prove to be another learning experience for him. My grandmother always did say the road forward is paved with good deeds. The three of us shall see that no bees lays fang or claw upon these provisions. There are more supplies to come, but they will be delivered by the Radiant Host. We shall be the vanguard and the harbingers of salvation for Palakistan. And with that, let us be off. they went all the way up there. They get lost and they slide down the cliff. Ugh. That would be so cool if I can go on top of that. That cliff. I think that's the only thing that, like, like, this area is cool. It would have been even cooler if part of the area was, like, on top of that cliff, you know? Or if the whole area was that cliff. Like, that would be so fucking sick. Just like on some Xenoblade Chronicle shit, you know? It's a game I still gotta finish. Bot. Bot. Then hit him with the Yaga. And the bot. Then hit him with a bit. And a boop bot. Bam. Oh, one more. That was a splendid display indeed. Your bravery never ceases to impress. I've never seen such a fierce warrior. I dare say he's every bit your equal. Children are so easily impressed. While Hayes is indeed a formidable adventurer, your teacher has many great deeds to her name, and more yet to come. Now the village is not far. Let us march, and I challenge any monster to approach. Wait, the bag. Hold on, you forgot the supplies. Better hurry up, Rakashir. It's kind of crazy how we're just doing this, like, casual, happy little fun, silly little side quest about a trek to Palakistan while meteors are raining from the sky. I was having a little fun. Damn, get the shit out of this thing. Did you see that, Rakashir? Mark well how quickly that beast succumbed to the flurry of blades. In no small part thanks to this brave Arcasadora. Ah, so this is the adventurer that Yazan spoke of. Not since my last hunt with Sister have I fought so effortlessly with another. And never have I felt so invigorated. To have such a mighty Arcasadora fighting by my side. How do you keep it up? Just watching you has me out of breath. Is she still not looking at them? Endurance is the product of long hours of practice, lad. Well then, it seems my hunt is finished. Let's return to Palakistan before we draw the attention of something deadlier. Yazan will be eager to speak with you upon your return. Do not keep him waiting for long. Nah, she seems cool with him. No. This is my first time traveling this far. Look, Rakashir and Aetherite. I understand adventurers who attune themselves to these when their journeys bring them to a new locale, but now I recall that I forgot to do so in Reunion. Let us keep that between us, yes? Is that... Wait, Reunion? Isn't Reunion, Yeah, Azim Step. Okay. Doctor, touch my bum. Good name. There you are. Sula told me you brought both the supplies and the protection you promised. She's at present preparing the game she hunted. She has promised to spar with me afterward. I am fast feeling that I have made the right choice in coming here. I'm grateful for it, lass. It will do Sula good to have your energizing presence by her side. I understand that there are yet more supplies to come. I must find a way to thank the merchants and the one who spurred them to action. Kankana, was it? She'll spare no effort to see Radzat Han rebuilt. Seems we found a reliable ally, thanks to you. Oh, teacher, don't forget. We should ask about the journal we found. Yes, of course. I was just about to mention it. The Beast Sula and I felt just holding fast to this. Perhaps you know whose it was? Is that what it said? I'm gonna assume that's what it said. This by the Manusia. Yes, I do in fact know who penned this journal. They were dear friends of mine. Unfortunately, they didn't survive the tragedy that befell us. Oh, wow. Kid's daughter. I see. I am sorry for your loss. Thank you. Luckily, their memory lives on in their child, and now this journal. When she comes of age, I'll show this to her, that she might come to know who her parents were. Life is but a string of meetings and farewells. It is our memories that sustain us, that give us life. In this way, those whose journey has ended watch over those with the strength to step forward into a new day. Of all the wisdom grandmother passed down, I hold this to be the most precious. Memories are the greatest treasure that we can leave behind. Your grandmother had a way with words. She could have taught even the divinities a thing or two. Her day, sir, you might be right, young Rakashir. I am not half so wise as she was, but her sage advice has been a beacon which has always guided me true. Truth be told, I first accompanied you here to repay the debt I owed, as grandmother would have wanted. I see now, however, that fate intended for me to be here. In Sula, I have met a comrade in arms, and in Rakashir, I found a capable and eager student. For both of their sakes, I must strive ever to be better than the day I was before. Perhaps I should take up the art of dance. The fierce display of the Sekisugumi compelled me to set down my spear and take up the katana. But the grace and deadliness with which the dancers throw their weapons has a charm all its own. Some measure of peace has returned to the Matanga, and I believe my skills will put to better use here. An adventurer must court challenge, after all. Sometimes the outdated language structure will like trips me up. My teacher has a daring spirit, if slightly reckless, but worry not. I'll make sure she doesn't come to harm. Have you listened to a single word I have said, Rakashir? You have no notion of the dangers I must brave daily. For now, you should be content to behold great deeds and learn from them. I wager your adventurers will soon take you far from here. I'm starting that over. I'm so tired. I wager your adventures will soon take you far from here, Hayes. Rest assured, I shall safeguard the people of Palakistan in your stead. I look forward to hearing tales of your exploits. And you will. Well then, the first order of the day is to attune to the Aetheryte and gather information. Jot this lesson down, young Rakashir, for these are the fundamentals of adventuring. Come now. They're a good duo. Our lack of supplies was weighing heavily on my mind. I feared for both Passerine and the child, but for the first time in a long while, I can breathe easily. Logul's presence has proven to be a salve on Sula's mood, as well. She laughs as she hasn't since her sister's passing. Both have you to thank for our reversals of fortune. Even the departed have benefited from Logul's arrival. Delivery of the journal was an unexpected boon, and it will doubtless prove to be vital in raising the child. When she becomes old enough to understand its contents, she will come to know the deep love her parents bore for her. Love so steadfast that it will shield her from the world's cruelty. Of course, I intend to tell her all about your part in her salvation as well. But for now, there's work to be done, and for the both of us, I'm sure. Wheresoever your travels may take you, don't forget the friends you have in this corner of Thavnir. And lastly, be safe. If you die before I can repay the debt I owe you, I'll hunt you through the 7 hells until the ledger is balanced. Let's see it doesn't come to that, huh? Nice. Alright. Well, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna head to Thavnir first, though. Or Rod's at hand, rather. Because there's a lot of side quests here as well, and I am gonna do these. But these shouldn't be so bad. They're all like single quests, so I'll do them next session. Maybe I'll get started with one of the role quests. Just like, I want to do the ninja one last. 100% I'm doing that one last. So maybe I'll do healer first. I might have summoner at 90 by that point, so I could probably do healer and then summoner and then, you know, while that's happening, I'm leveling up. It's probably gonna have to be Gunbreaker, man. It's gonna have to be Gunbreaker, but I'll have to level it up in like other content because I don't have like all the dungeons yet, so it's gonna have to be in like roulettes and shit. So, and Bosnia, I guess I could do Bosnia as well, because I gotta go back to Bosnia anyway to get my Rays of Honor. So, but yeah, thanks for stopping by. Some interesting side quests. The cinematic ones were actually really good, to me anyway. So, but yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go to sleep. Probably gonna nom on something, probably an ice pop or something light. But yeah, have a good one, and see you then. Whenever I'll be live, most likely tomorrow. Peace.